I heard your cry. I read the comments. I got the text. For those of you who the Trauma Bond Not Love video spoke to your soul, this is for you because I'm not going to leave you hanging. You found out you have a trauma bond. Now, what do you do? Don't forget the goal of reaching 200 subscribers by the end of March. So go ahead, like, subscribe, and share. Actually, for those who like basketball, we're looking for triple doubles. Let's get double digits, 10 on each one of those areas. Like, subscribe, and shares. If you suspect that you're in a trauma bond, number one is prioritize your safety and your health. You have to seek support. That can look like friends, family, a counselor, therapist, whatever you want to do, but make sure you recognize that you're not in this alone and we need you to come out of isolation. If it's not only a trauma bond, but you recognize that this is violent, like people throwing hands, laying hands on each other. Now that's different. That's domestic violence. I need you to seek help. The number is 1-800-799-SAFE or 1-800-799-7233. The next step would be to educate yourself. And I know we got all these internet gangsters and internet researchers with PhDs, right? Like as much as this is the time to start going down that rabbit hole. I don't mind a rabbit hole on this one, to look at what is abuse, what about trauma bonds. You're doing this to educate yourself, to empower yourself, to understand the dynamics of your relationship, to look at how this has affected you mentally and emotionally, and so that as you seek help, you can speak with knowledge about what your experiences have been and how your feelings are. Reading articles, the journals, the blogs, and all of that let you know that you're not by yourself. You're not in this journey alone, and that others have been where you are, and there is hope. Not only are you going to set boundaries, but you're going to be prepared to honor and hold those boundaries. And I know you've had a past history of letting people cross back and forth between a boundary, but this is going to be like the Great Wall of China between you and whoever. You are surely going to stand to and hold true to those boundaries and rules and regs that you're putting in your life to safeguard your emotion and well-being. So when talking about boundaries, I want to be very, very clear that boundaries are things that you can control. Actions that you can do, not what you're expecting the other person to do, because you can't control them. A great example would be maybe a partner or friend starts yelling and yelling and just acting different than you want to be in public. Okay, so we'll keep it safe. And you recognize that you don't like it when somebody's loud and obnoxious in public. So you set a boundary for yourself that if that person decides that they want to be loud and obnoxious, that's on them. But what are the actions you're going to take? You can't stop them from being loud. But if they get loud or you see that they're revving up, you can decide, I'm going to remove myself from this situation because that's not something I want to be a part of. So now that's something you can control, removing you, but you can't control whether or not they get loud. That's a kind of a clear distinction of a boundary for you. And last but not least, most definitely, it actually should be like number 2, is prioritize your self-care. Well, actually, if we think about it, it's number 1, because if you are looking to make sure that you're safe, you are prioritizing yourself and your self-care. Prioritizing your self-care can be making sure that you nurture yourself spiritually, emotionally, physically, and mentally. And if you want to look at each step, physically maybe exercising or eating healthier, things like that. Mentally could be seeking professional help with a therapist, counselor, or something of that nature. Emotionally is reaching out to a support system or creating a support system around yourself so you can have people to talk to. And spiritually, finding a place of worship or finding what you need to feel grounded spiritually, where you can actually say, it is well with my soul. As we wrap up this video, what boundaries have you defined or that you want to define? And as you think about this, make sure you like, subscribe, share with other people so they can get the information if they find themselves in a trauma bond or think they may be in a trauma bond, because we want this to get out to the masses so that we can have a world where everyone is whole and healed. Wouldn't that be lovely?